Hey all, and welcome to a Titan build video. Today, we are going to be going over my bubble build. Now, this could be better with Helm of Saint 14. Unfortunately, I do not possess that, because back in the day, I thought it was a good idea to scrap my Helm of Saint 14. So, you know, I don't have it, unfortunately. But what I do have is Master of the Quiet One, and I find that does work out well for bubble builds. So, what is the actual weapons of my build? Well, I am running Ruinous Effigy, Ignition Code, and Crown Splitter. Now, I do not generally recommend ever having two specials, except this is Blinding Nades, which is kind of good for other weaponry. Because, you know, if I don't have Helm of Saint 14, I can still blind if I try. But let's actually go over my armor mods. Now, this is a Void Well build. So we've got Well of Tenacity. Picking up a Void Elemental Well reduces the damage you take from combatants for a short period of time. That is very nice because it means we're just going to be taking less damage. We have Warmind's Decrees. Void Splash damage. Final blows have a chance to create Warmind cells. Now, after the season's over, I would probably just replace that with Elemental Ordnance or maybe some Charge with Light mods. But that is there because this creates Void Splash, this creates Void Splash. So, you know, why not get some more Mind Cells? Font of Wisdom, picking up an Elemental Well type, well that matches your subclass type, grants you a temporary significant increase in your intellect, improving the recharge rate of your super, good for bubbles, getting more bubbles out there. Font of Might, increases our Void Elemental damage when we get our Void Elemental Well, and then Elemental Armaments, repeated Void kills will get our Void Well. Now, why do I think Ruinous Effigy is good for this? Because Ruinous Effigy, as you know from my Ruinous Effigy video, I'll put a link to that up in the top, we get our Transmutation Balls, we can get hit while using them. So Master of the Quiet One mildly improves that. Plus, the Void Elemental Well damage increase from Font of Might increases it further. Blinding Nades are good because you can stop enemies, so you can be more of a support Titan. Crown Splitter, Void Splash damage. Again, Warmind cells in the mix. This also can create Warmind cells. Now, for my high fashion of Titan, obviously, if it were up to me, I'd have the Mask of the Quiet One ornament. Unfortunately, when it was on sale, I could not pick it up, but I have got a variety of purple shaders on display today. So, for Mask of the Quiet Run, I have the Nectar Dynamo shader on to give it a nice purpley look. We've got Omega Mechanos Gauntlets as my ornament, and Melchizedek Bramble. We've got that nice Moonfang X7 chassis. It's got this nice branding, looks pretty nice. With, again, Melchizedek Bramble. Then we've got Ancient Republic on Omega Mechanos Greaves, and we have Byzantium Lotus to give this a purple effect on my Light of the Great Prism. Now, what other mods do I generally recommend? Well, I'm going to recommend Energy Accelerant for increasing Crown Splitter and Ruinous Effigy damage. I'm going to recommend Insulation and Better Already, because with a Master Rift Ruinous Effigy, you're going to be getting a lot of multi-kills, which is a lot of orb generation. And I'm just going to recommend Fastball because some of the Void Nades are very nice. Now, what is an alternate version of this build I can recommend? That would be using Hardlight. If you wanted to use this build on Legend Lost Sectors, I would definitely recommend Hardlight. It's good for all the Elemental Wells. It's excellent against Scorn, so if you're having trouble on Presage, I recommend it too. And then I would just keep the rest intact. Because Hardlight's like the alternate. If we were using Hardlight, I would probably put Auto Rifle Loader mods on. Now, let's get into our gameplay section. Now, my game doesn't like all the pretty lights and colors over there, so let's just start by grabbing this Transmutation Sphere. Now, as you know, 11,000. Now, after we kill a couple, you can see we got that well, damage reduction and void weapon boost. And we have improved ability regen, meaning we can get some grenades into the mixture. I am running with stickies because I think they work quite well. Let's see if we can get some Warmind generation. Best we can. Now, when you get a Warmind cell generated, you want to explode it. Get some more kills in there. Now, let us purposely go to a lost sector. And now, for general gameplay, I'm going to recommend running with Ruinous Effigy out. And if you're running low on ammo, you're going to want to use your Crown Splitter or whatever Void Hash Damage Sword, whatever Void Splash Damage heavy weapon you happen to be using. Because Warmind cells are kind of a free, you know, kills without having to waste too much ammo. If you are having difficulty, I recommend replacing the ignition code with a scout rifle. Let's just continue our way to the Lost Sector. Welcome to Widow's Walk. These boys won't know at him. So, you know, let's just show what the grenade does. So it's going to explode, and then anything in that radius that gets affected by that will explode themselves. So you can get big chain splash, void splash damages going again. So after a couple void kills, let's just dunk on these marauders. We get our void well, and as you can see, I'm doing some more damage, considering I did a little bit more than I usually would. It's just, as you can see, it's good for general DPS. Improved ability regen is, again, very nice if you're running Defensive Titan. So if you're struggling, what I would recommend doing is, if you can, switch this out for Helm of Saint 14, because that will make your bubble suppress the things in it. It'll also add a couple other effects to your bubble. Why do I recommend blinding it? Because it allows you to blind your opponent and then move in real quickly with Ruinous Effigy to produce some Transmutation Spheres. Good for if you're struggling against a mob. And yes, that is our gameplay. You know, I suppose it can be improved on. I recommend this build for Bubble Titans who are struggling, getting their DPS up there. And yeah, that is what I recommend this build for and how it is played. Congratulations once again on making it to the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed and are going to use this build. You guys can improve it, so feel free to suggest ideas to each other. If you enjoyed this video or you would like to see more of me, feel free to like and subscribe to my channel. It really supports me. If you missed it, the Legend Lost Sector video for today is up. I'll put that in the description. Again, thank you all for all the support in recent history, but that's it from me. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!